or you don't have to do anything, but it's healthier to say, I feel depression within me. There's something off. Why am I feeling this depression? And get curious about it. And be compassionate to yourself. And be like, okay, I'm feeling this depression within me. I'm curious about this. Where is this coming from? Why is this inside me? And then be compassionate and loving towards yourself and try to figure it out. And be like, oh, it's because I haven't been outside all day. I've been on my cell phone. Maybe I should go outside and hear the birds and look at the bees fly around the flowers. Maybe that will help, just being in nature, because nature's a medicine. I really love helping our community because I feel like our community needs somebody that's also going through it to be there with us. You know, a lot of us that come from trauma or abuse or a family or parents with mental illness, it's hard for us to trust people in the first place. So by going on YouTube and looking up doctors, you might feel like, that wouldn't work for me. You know, that, because a lot of these doctors and therapists and that kind of thing, they probably came from money and they probably had like the perfect life. So what do they know about suffering? What do they know about mental illness? You know? And that's always been my biggest problem. It's, unless you've been in the trenches, unless you've felt the suffering, then you don't know what the suffering is. And that's why I wrote that book, that ebook. I'll write about how to buy it in the comments, by the way. But it's about suffering by a person who has suffered greatly. And I don't believe in comparative suffering. But when you read somebody's book and they talk about the suffering, you don't feel all alone anymore. You feel like, okay, all right, then I'm not alone. Somebody also feels this way. Somebody goes through this kind of thing with me. So it'll make you feel better. Make you feel like somebody understands you. Somebody's there with you. Especially if they're relatable. So many people, they give us advice, but they're not relatable because they have a peachy keen life.